welcome to the last stage of this Rogue Legends campaign. And guys, the previous one, we barely survived it. We only have one life remaining, and that's because we lost the majority of our lives versus the boss. So that kind of gets me concerned a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. And I've already decided on which path we want to take on this last stage. We're kind of looking for a couple of campfires, honestly, so we can heal. That's the most important thing. Also, we're looking to get some cool artifacts because we do have a decent amount of them. We have a lot of legendaries. We're mainly playing off of the snipers and the crits. We have a lot of extra attack speed for our magic monkey, so we're running a couple of druids. We have the too many cooks for a little bit of extra attack speed. We have the BB Catling. We have this one, Hawk's Eye, which was a really funny one. It reduces the shot spread to 0, so I think it kind of cancels each other out with the Catling actually, which increases the shot spread. Then we also got the Essence of Blast Populous, which is the last boss, and then some random ones to kind of help us out diversify and not just be sticking, you know, with one single strategy throughout the run, because that's kind of boring. And honestly, I think you just have to be careful about it in this new Rogue Legends. Now, in terms of the towers, this is what we're running. So we have one Buccaneer, we have a Sniper, which is really important, kind of a core of our strategy. We have the Growing Steady artifact for the Druid, so we can do some Druid shenanigans if we wanted to. The Alchemist, as usual, we have an NG to make us a little bit of cash, and then this is our main guy, a 105 Druid, which we need to find something else actually for this boss. So let's see what the final boss is going to be. We're going to start on the rightmost side. That is going to be Bloons. Alright, so this was a little bit expected, honestly. Ever since the start, I knew that we would have to, you know, get ready eventually for Bloons. So yeah, it's time for us to find something else that is besides the 105 Druid that I showed you guys that's going to do damage to this guy. Now, here's the thing. I'm looking at BB Gatling. This is an insane attack speed increase. It goes from 17 to 33% faster, but because we have the Hawk's Eye, this apparently increases shot spread, but I don't think it does. I think it cancels each other out. So I think that this is just like a flat out 33% attack speed. And guys, there's no way we don't take this one, right? And let's start things off with our first legendary tower. So this is only going to be 7 rounds. I don't expect this to be too difficult, so let's just kind of breeze through this one and let's get it. This is going to be a good start, guys. We're starting it off with the legendary one. Alright, so nice and easy for the first encounter. Only 7 rounds. We're breezing through this one. Thankfully, this is a legendary one, so hopefully we get something good out of this one. Alright, so 5-0 Mer Monkey doesn't have camo this one. It's the middle crosspad. Summer Fun. Oh, this is a brand new one. I've never seen it before. Admiral Brickle on tier 2 or lower Buccaneers and Monkey subs have a rare chance to attract excited summer vibes monkeys that will push Bloons up to ZMG back along the track. Adds a 002 Buccaneer to your party. What is happening? What's the chance though? What's the percentage of the chance? Does it actually even matter? Because if we get something like a 2-2-0, which we already have a Buccaneer, that might be cool. And then Divine Intervention, which is, we know exactly what this one does. 1 in 600 chance to smite Bloons. This is an insane one, by the way. Okay, so if we get this one, we're gonna get a Super Monkey, which is a Magic Monkey, but we don't need more Magic Monkeys. We need something else. So it's either gonna be the Mer Monkey or this Summer Fun. You guys know what? I think I'm just gonna get this one because we already have Buccaneers in our roster, so why not? Let's give it a shot. That's the most ridiculous one I've seen, by the way. What? And let's open up our first chest. There are gonna be a million chests through this one, so we're gonna get a lot of these artifacts. Malicious Mauling might be nice because we already have Bobs in our roster and we have Tracker Jones. Corner Beast. Beast Hunters tier 3 and higher have 20% more range attack. Yeah, we know what this one does. This is a cool one, actually. And then Dazing Frostburn. You know what? I think I'm just gonna get this one. Malicious Mauling, honestly. Let's just pick this one up. We already have a Bomb Shooter. We're running Striker Jones, so we have a lot of attack speed, so I think this is actually gonna work really well. Okay, so let's see this new Summer Fun that we just got. So we got the Buccaneer. This is a 2-2-0 Buccaneer. Let's see the push chance. We have a lot of attack speed on it, so you know, we should be seeing this push chance actually quite frequently. I am yet to see it though. I mean, oh wait a minute. Wait, is that the thing? Does it actually just summon? Yeah, it's the guy. Oh my god, look at this thing. It actually summons a monkey that slides through the track and pushes everyone back a little bit. That is insane. Alright, but besides this looking kind of cool, I guess, and funny, does it actually do something? I mean, I guess it does. Okay, so as long as your Buccaneers are attacking, this looks like a more pressed boomerang, but with the insane attack speed that we have, this is proccing quite often, I feel like. Yeah, this might actually turn good, especially once we start facing DDTs and stuff like that. So let's actually keep it, and if not, we can just sell it at the shop, I guess. Alright, another legendary one. This is rounds 21 to 30, so again, shouldn't be too difficult. So let me just kind of breeze through this one, and then let's see what the legendary one is going to be. Yeah, just kind of breezing through these early encounters. We still haven't had a challenging encounter so far because we're only playing like a handful of rounds and still early. So let's see what the legendary artifact is going to be. So Battlefield Commission. This is the hero one. Heroes don't get XP for each round, again 2 XP for each balloon they pop. I hear this is really good with Captain Churchill, but we're unfortunately running Striker Jones, 502 Glue, or a 051 Wizard. Now here's the thing. I think this is an obvious choice, right? The 502 Glue, because the Wizard is a little bit too expensive, but then maybe we can trade this thing off actually at a shop. Is there a shop upcoming? Because this is gonna cripple Striker Jones for the next few rounds until we can get a shop. Do we need the glue though? I don't think we need the glue. I think we're gonna take this one and I'm just gonna trade off at the shop, guys. Let's just take it. Alright, let's not forget to heal at this campfire. Not too interesting, but we need those hard stars back, we were barely scraping by. Alright, now this is my first ever ZOMG encounter. So we saw the mob one, we saw the BFB one, and let's see what the ZMG one does. Start and end round increased by 10, rounds 32 to 42 on an expert map on Sanctuary. That's ridiculous. I mean, what's the plan on this one though? We can get a sniper. We probably should be getting a sniper actually, but the map is kind of short. Alright, let's I have an idea. Let's get a portable lake here. Let's get a Buccaneer like this, and then I guess I wouldn't mind getting something like a 202 Druid. And what else? Striker Jones is gonna be nice. Yeah, this is gonna get super close, isn't it? Let me just jump the other portable lake. Guys, getting this portability was probably one of the best decisions I made in this entire run, because look at what we're doing. We're placing Buccaneers on Sanctuary. Yeah, this is crazy. These Bloon encounters, they got hands, man. This is not looking good so far. We placing our sniper? Well, we cannot place a sniper actually. What is the plan? Maybe I can drop in our Dartling real quick. Oh, this is not looking good, guys. That's way too many Bloons. I think we're actually gonna lose a life on this one. I mean, barely somehow surviving. No, never mind. This is done, guys. I absolutely hate some of these encounters. I think we're gonna have to skip. Thankfully, we healed, but we're back to 1 life. I think we just have to do this. I think. Let's open up a chest. Let's see what we get. Oh, I get a legendary one. Okay, that's kind of lucky. I guess it kind of balances out the luck that we had with the ZOMG encounter, though. Absolute ability slipped on the peel. No, I think we just have to take this one. Magic Monkeys deal 30% more damage and 24% reduced shot spread. Okay, so 30% more damage. We're absolutely gonna take this one. I'm so scared on what the map is gonna be. Oh my god, it's ouch. Come on, dude. Why are you like this, Ninja Kiwi? This is not fair. What is happening? Okay, let me get Striker Jones. What are we getting? I mean, it's the same exact thing, honestly. You know, this run thankfully doesn't start at round 32. This one ends in round 32, so we actually might have a better shot at defeating this one. But I think we're looking at the Heart of Thunder for sure. A Destroyer would go really hard, so I want to get that one as well. Alright, so that's a BFB. I mean, we could use Striker Jones' ability if necessary. I think I'm going to wait until this thing pops, and I'm going to stun it now. That's a lot of Bloons. Okay, so we're taking care of them so far. I'm going to feel really confident when we get the Destroyer. But even then, this like first vertical track is gonna be questionable. So yeah, let's just get the Destroyer first. I think that's really important. All right, that's a Thrive. Do we get the Thrive to make a little bit of cash? I think we have to, right? Let's get the Thrive. Let's activate it. Let's make a little bit of extra cash so we get to a Destroyer really quickly, and hopefully this thing works, guys. We're gonna have some fortified BFBs in a second, so make sure we get the Destroyer before those. Let me just use the stun ability. Oh, never mind, we got it. There we go. We get the money for the Destroyer. All right, so now I feel a lot more confident about our setup. And actually, you guys remember this Hawk's Eye artifact that we got, which reduces the shot spread to 0. I'm not exactly sure we want that, because we kind of want shot spread in this case. We want to have the damage spread around the map, because this map has multiple tracks, right? Let me get a time stop just to be safe, and then we can place another tower. So it's gonna be another Buccaneer. I'm gonna have it like this up top, get the attack speed going. So just be really careful. I think we have the damage, but this Hawk's Eye artifact is I'm starting to dislike it a little bit, guys. I really do think that we need the extra spread. So this is gonna be the last round. We do have some nice defenses, I feel like. We do have a time stop if necessary. That's a DDT, which we don't need it for, and that is gonna be the last DDT, hopefully. Yes, there we go. We get it done, man. These rounds, man, these Bloon encounters. Is stage 4 just like expert maps? Like what's even happening on this one? Let's see what we get. Oh, this is a new one. Primal Instinct. Primary monkeys attack 25%. Oh, when they're set to close. Maybe we can make work of this with our bombs, actually. Yeah, you guys know what? Let's actually take Primal Instinct. We can do this with our bombs. We do need attack speed because we have the mauling one, the Striker Jones one, which let me just read up on it again. So malicious mauling, bomb shooter, Striker Jones deal 4x damage to mob class Bloons, but their attack speed and projectile speed is halved. So we do need to get a little bit of extra attack speed. Yeah, that was a nice one. All right, slower is harder. All projectile speed reduced 35%, but damage increased by 15. Intelligent agent and then first class support. So I think this is an easy. Slower is harder, right? We get a flat 15% extra damage, which is really good for, I guess, all of our towers, but especially the snipers, because they crit like crazy. And hopefully this encounter is nothing too crazy, because we do have a shop incoming. We can spend a lot of money. We can change up some tokens, and that looks like a decent map, I think. All right, finally we get a little bit of an easier map in which we can take a breather. So this portable lake did a lot of work. We bought both of the destroyers, and these guys are just going to town onto all these Bloons. So not really a complicated one for sure, and we needed this, guys. We need to take a breather because the next one is going to be a shop. So we're going to have a merchant finally, and in this merchant I want to do a lot of things. Actually, we do have a lot of tokens. I want to trade off some artifacts at the start. Let's see what we get though. Wacky Wibbly, this can be nice because we already have a lot of military attack speed, first class support, Fish Nova. Oh, should we be taking Fish Nova finally? I think I wouldn't mind getting it, honestly. I'm gonna be trading off Hawk's Eye as well, because on these extra maps you kind of wanna, you don't want to have your shot spread reduced to 0. I don't think you want to be spreading out the damage. I'm gonna trade off this one's a legendary one as well, Alchemic Engineering. I'm gonna trade this one off as well because we're no longer farming, we're just barely surviving at this point. And that comes out to be 21 artifact power, so let's buy some cool stuff. You know what, even though these are like this exploding darts, it's 1 damage and 20% chance, I'm still gonna be buying it just because we need every tiny bit of damage that we can get. Magic Monkey's attack speed, sure, I'm gonna get this one as well. Fish Nova, sure, I'm gonna get this one as well. Let's get ourselves a little bit of Rogue XP, and then we need to put 11 of these tokens, and I think this is a good trade, right? Yeah, I think we're fine. I don't think we want any of these other things, so this is a very expensive one, and this is probably the most expensive trade that I've ever made, by the way, and I think this is a good choice. So let's trade things off, and let's get our artifacts. A lot of damage, Fish Nova on our bombs, Splody Darts for the Buccaneers, attack speed for the Druids and the Magic Monkeys, and then a little bit of extra Rogue XP, which is gonna be nice because I literally have 0 at this point. Alright, so we have 2 choices, and I think I'm gonna go for the bottom one. Look at this one though, more purples and faster balloons. Balloon health is reduced. I think we just have to go here, because if we go up top, we're gonna expand the round set by a lot, and then it's just a dice roll at that point on whether or not you're gonna win. I'm really not a fan of just like these RNG maps, and if you get some good RNG, then you're gonna win, and if not, then it's like an insta lose. I'm really not a fan of that. So let's just, I guess this one is not like a guaranteed win either or whatever, but yeah, let's give it our best, guys. All right, so I think this is gonna be a decent enough start, and hopefully this thing works. So a lot more purples, not worried about that thing. Let me just check the blue speed. It's at 88%, but there's like this default speeding that occurs. Okay, so here's the thing. We do have money for the destroyer, but the thing is, the rounds are gonna go onto the right side, so we need to chill for a second, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we get from these boosts. We can get a lot of extra beers, magic quickening. We have no magic mix. Oh, I'm gonna take the Buccaneer actually, because we it's on cooldown than the one that we already have. Okay, let me just place this guy real quick here on the right side. Oh, this might be a lifesaver actually. Let's go for a 2-2-0, as we absolutely need this thing. Let's stun all of these guys, and then we do have the money for one destroyer at least, but I would rather have 3 at this point. Okay, so one of the other Buccaneers is ready to go, so let's place it like this, get it to 2-2-0. Now all of the pawns have been taken care of, and now I think I'm actually not gonna be upgrading any of the Buccaneers. I want to get a sniper for 3.1k, and then we're gonna move on to the Buccaneers. Okay, so let's get another sniper. I'm gonna have this one here at the bottom, and now I feel a lot better than I did before, because these snipers are insane. All right, so this is really good. So round 32 so far, and we're not gonna be seeing any more balloons on the leftmost track, so that means that we can sell this guy and put the money into the other destroyer. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, by the way. So military inspiration, we're gonna take this one, a little bit of extra peers. Let's sell this Buccaneer now, and let's buy the second destroyer, and now this makes me feel a lot better for this run. Guys, I've been on the edge of my seat this entire round. So round 35, 3 TDTs on this one. We do seem to be taking care of them, and then when this round ends, like right now, I'm gonna sell this destroyer actually, because it's last round. Let's just put everyone here in the middle, and I guess I'm just gonna dump one of these bombs, and this should be good enough, right? We have both of the snipers, Striker Jones' ability if necessary, and I think we do finally get this one done. Holy man, that's really close. You know what? I'm playing on the edge, like all these encounters, I'm playing them on the edge because I only have 1 life left, and it's not like we can afford to skip a map. We have to be playing everything, and it seems like you're only getting expert maps for the majority of these maps. Like, so it's either experts or advanced maps, but it's been mostly experts for us, so I'm not sure if we're unlucky or something like that. All right, so we have a new one. This is extra change. So sorry, 500 more cash, gain an extra 75 cash at the end of each round, and monkey cash generation is reduced by 50%, so you're playing on half cash mode essentially. I have no idea why anyone would take this thing. I mean, you're playing on half cash mode to start with a little bit more cash. I'm not a fan of that one. I think we're just taking Starry Strong. This is like a net buff without any downsides. Monkeys attack 12% faster. Yeah, sure, we're just gonna take it. All right, another purple encounter, and then up top, if you guys can see, if we defeat this one, then we're gonna have another one. So hopefully this isn't like some ridiculous dark dungeons or whatever it is. Okay, these maps are gonna drive me crazy in this game mode. Let's see what we can make happen of this thing. All right, so obviously portability, obviously drop the Buccaneer because the Buccaneer is insane. Obviously drop the sniper here at the back, but the question is if this is gonna be enough. Let me just have Striker Jones as well. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna be dropping these small towers on the sides as well. These balloons are way too fast. I think we have the pin. We can get the double gun on the engine. No, the back line. Oh, we're losing. This is the end, isn't it? I have a very good feeling this is the end, guys. Listen, I'm trying very hard, guys, but we're gonna need some ridiculous boosts boost at this point, and the Bloons are just sped up because this is a purple tile. So I guess even if we get the Destroyer, it's like not. Oh, look at this fortified guy at the back. We have the. That's gonna be a huge leak. Do we survive that thing? I think we barely do. 120 lives. Please give me some good boosts, some legendary ones or something like that. Military precision gives 15% extra damage. Do we take this? I see a 2-2 sniper as well. Do we take the sniper actually? No, I think we go military precision, guys. Let's get a lot of damage from our Buccaneer and the sniper. All right, so we do have the money for another sniper. Do we go for another sniper or do we go for the Destroyer upgrade? I think we go for a sniper. Let me just place this guy. Hopefully, you know, an extra sniper is gonna help with the small Bloons. I still am looking to get the Destroyer. This is gonna be really important getting a Destroyer going. And by the way, keep in mind, if we somehow manage to defeat this one, we have one more purple tile awaiting us after this. These purple ones are just insane. All right, another boost. Let's see what we get in this one. Magic Quickening legendary. The problem is we're playing off of militaries. This would have been really nice if it was a military one. Let's reroll. All Tower Quickening rare. You know what? 5%. We're taking the 5% extra attack speed. All right, finally, we get the money for the Destroyer. Hopefully, this helps things out a lot. Look at this thing now. We don't have the Hawk's Eye, so the damage is being spread around to multiple Bloons at once. This is exactly what I was going for. Oh no, all these guys suck. Let's do another reroll. Pelicat. Is the Pelicat gonna be... you know what? The Pelicat lasts for 2 rounds, so maybe we can drop it on like the last rounds and activate its ability. I guess. All right, 37. So I think it's time. Let's activate the Pelicat. It doesn't actually get a lot of extra range, but we have it in a nice spot, so it's fine. Let's also get an Alchemist with these guys up at the back. We also have a boost apparently. Let's see what we get. Military Inspiration Pierce. Do we want Pierce? I mean, sure. 10% range though. I'm gonna take it for a range actually. We have a lot more deities incoming, and these deities are getting eaten up in a second. I feel like, oh, and they're getting pushed. You know what? This is the Pelicat actually. This guy's pushing Bloons back. That's really nice. And is that it on 38? Is this just like a beefy super RB round? Because if that's the case, we're just pushing these guys back and we're probably gonna have it. Is this it? Please tell me that's it. Yes, it is. Yes, there we go. Oh my god, I'm so happy to clear that one. That was so stressful. All right, and we have a shop and we have one more of these menaces of purple rounds which speed up the Bloons. That's crazy. This is not the last shop, but I do see one thing that I'm 100% gonna get, I think, and that is the Cave Monkey. Now, in terms of how we're gonna pay for it, I don't think I want to remove any of our artifacts. I think we're just gonna pay it with tokens. There we go. Let's see if all these other buffs work on the Cave Monkey or not. All right, guys, this is exactly the place in which this run could end in a second, or we just maybe win the whole thing, because there's a campfire behind this encounter. So if we beat this encounter, we can heal, and then we can even skip this red balloon if necessary. So hopefully this is not an expert map. Finally, the gods of VT6 have smiled upon us, so we have an easier map. I'm so happy to see Spring. And honestly, just playing these Rogue Legends runs just made me realize how important Rogue XP is, because currently we're playing with 0. This is my first ever playthrough on the new Rogue Legends, and I don't have a single upgrade, and it just makes me realize, because I'm seeing the prices of some things, like for example the Destroyer is 40,000. I know that we can get it for a lot cheaper, and I know that, you know, we could be starting with a lot more money. We could be getting a lot more XP on our heroes. I know that we could have all these mini games and the mini bosses be a lot more easier. So yeah, I'm just kind of realizing that right now as I'm playing. And there we go, we defeat the last one. So that was a great map, I'm gonna be honest. Let's go to this campfire. Let's heal again before the final boss to 2 more hearts, and this is gonna be the last encounter, so hopefully nothing too crazy. Oh yeah, this is amazing. They saved the best for last, guys. Let me just breeze through this one. I'm gonna see you in a second. And if you guys are noticing a theme between all of these runs, that is one single artifact that has been carrying us like crazy, and it is, well, you're not gonna believe the answer, it is portability. If you guys remember on Sanctuary, well, we didn't beat that one, but we actually were able to place Buccaneers on Sanctuary in the middle. It was the game-winning artifact on Castle Revenge, which allowed us to place a Buccaneer in the middle and just defend it like that, because Buccaneers are really strong at this point. And on this one as well, look at what we're doing. We're placing a portable lake in the middle, and we just have all of our Buccaneers inside it. So I'm very confident that this portability one is one of the best ones that you can get, and you should always be on the lookout for getting it, because it just does so much work. Alright, let's see a couple of new ones. This is the first one, General's Disposition. Hero radius reduced 20%. All monkeys radius do 30% more damage to mob class Bloons and have camo detection. Oh, that's gonna be nice for the final boss, actually. Yeah, I don't know if we're getting any of these, honestly. I mean, this one sounds fun, General's Disposition. However, I would rather get some Rogue XP rather than get this one, right? I feel like we're probably not gonna have an issue with the damage with this final boss. So let's go like this. Let's spend all of our tokens. I mean, honestly, listen, I could get rid of the cave Wave Monkey for sure, so that's gonna add a couple of power. Let's put all these. Let's just try and get this one, the General's Disposition. We're missing 7 artifact power at this point. Oh, wait a minute, I'm actually keeping this one, the Tax Sure one, but we don't have any tax. We're not playing off of tax. Alright, let's go like this then. Yeah, we can do the trade-off. That's amazing. Alright, let's get this thing. So General's Disposition, we need to be placing our towers in the range of Striker Jones, which by the way does have a huge range himself. We did get a lot of Rogue XP, which is amazing. 2k. And then let's see what the map is. Hopefully we don't lose to the map, guys. That doesn't look too complicated, honestly. Okay, so Dreadbloon, how do we want to make this thing happen? We have 3 lives, so we can experiment a little bit actually. And I was thinking of doing something like this. We start with Striker Jones because of this new artifact that we just got, and I think we just dumped the Avatar of Wrath. We don't exactly have a lot of extra cash to do some other things, so I'm just gonna hit start, and we're going for the Heart of Thunder next because we're gonna need a little bit of AoE. Yeah, this guy's doing a ton of damage actually. Obviously the main issue is gonna be the magic community, and I was thinking of just buying something like a Destroyer or whatever it's gonna be, and then we're also probably gonna need to get something like a Sniper or something for these Rock Bloons. But there goes Skull number 1. Let's see what is the boost that we're gonna get from this thing. Let's do a reroll. Actually, these guys suck a little bit. Magic Quickening. Let's do All Tower Precision instead. Yeah, I don't want to be just dumping all the boosts into one category because we're probably gonna need to sell this Avatar of Wrath. I mean, we're doing amazing with the damage, but the thing is, we're struggling with the money. $1,500. This guy's gonna have to go actually. Let's do Military Quickening because I think we want to transition into Military Monkeys right now. So let's sell this guy, which is doing absolutely nothing. And now let me get the Buccaneer. Let's see how good the Buccaneer is. He's still in range of Striker Jones, which means that he's doing extra damage. And you guys know what? We can actually do the Fish Nova in combination with the Malicious Mauling. Let's get the Cluster. I'm going to set it on close because we also have this artifact that gives it 25% extra attack speed if it's set on close. Let's also make sure we buy a Sniper for the cleanup of these small balloons. The military immunity is done, and let's also get a, I think I'm going to get an Alchemist just like this. We can upgrade this guy by a lot actually. All Tower Precision, get everyone a little bit of extra damage. We're just breezing through the last boss. I mean, it was worth it. We struggled a lot onto these maps in the Bloons encounters, and this is just the cream of the cake, guys. We get it done. Let me just get the strongest stim, and we actually get the final boss, which is ironically the easiest thing ever because we were absolutely ready for this one, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that was just so fast and so cool. We defeated this guy in like 3 rounds or something like that. There we go. We actually do get it done. This was such a fun run when I think about this because we barely survived on a couple of ones, and we struggled on some Bloons encounters, and then we healed and we lost the lives again, and finally we do beat the final boss and we get it done. So let's see what we get. Bouncing Projectiles, Full Broadside, and Homebrew Alchemy. I think we have both of... I actually think we have all of these guys back home, so I think I'm just gonna get this one, the legendary one, and I think I'm gonna extract this one. Overwhelming Synergy. Magic Monkey's attack 56% faster. This was the one that's making everything more expensive, but I think it was very much worth it in the end. So let's get it back home, and there is campaign complete. We get 2.4k Rogue XP, and that is it, guys. That's gonna be it for this one. That's it for this campaign, which we barely survived, but we do get it done, so I'm really happy about it. Thank you guys so much for watching the entire campaign, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.